Welcome back to my channel, guys, and in this video I am going to be talking about how I am going back to rice water yet again. And in this video I am going to be telling you why and how. A few months ago, I documented my switch from fermented rice water to fermented black tea. But as I was using the black tea rinse, I noticed something very important. It is amazing when it comes to stimulating hair growth at the follicles. My hair was definitely thicker in the past months that I have been using black tea. But I also noticed that my length retention had reduced quite a bit. It is definitely on something that I am not used to. So I decided to pick rice water and rosemary back up. And one of the driving factors that made me to pick this back up was this white guy that I saw on YouTube that had experienced premature balding when he was around 2021. And he talked about all the hair care products, all the hair care treatments, hair care DIYs that he had used and tried in the past for his hair, ones that worked and ones that didn't work.
Going to be rosemary oil. Now this has been something I've been using since the beginning, and I'll actually mix it with a carrier oil like pumpkin seed oil or castor oil. This is shown to be just as effective as Minoxidil 2%. And a lot of people ask me, why are you using rosemary oil if you already use 5% Minoxidil? The 5% Minoxidil is an alcohol-based solution. To be honest, it's dried up my scalp. Rosemary oil has helped me hydrate my scalp. It helps with skin irritation. It's an anti-inflammatory. Brings the same growth properties as Minoxidil 2%. I find this most helpful 4 to 8 hours. I will apply it to my scalp before my wash days, and found it to really regulate the side effects from the Minoxidil and still give me great results.
One of the things that he said that stood out to me was rosemary and rice water. He said that this didn't really help him with hair growth, but it improved the quality of his hair, and that is something that he uses every single time he washes his hair.
When I make rosemary water, I have it for 2 to 3 weeks. I'll do a rosemary water rinse on my head in the shower and then let my hair air dry. I find this to help the texture of my hair. It makes my hair super soft, which I love, especially if you have like harsh water or anything like that. It's anti-inflammatory. It still is going to give growth properties, and it's going to help your scalp.
So I decided I have to pick back rice water. Main reason why I dropped it in the first place was because it stunk, not because it was not effective or anything. But I went to Temu and I picked up this particular essential oil specifically for this rice water concoction, and it was able to help reduce the funk of the rice water. It doesn't smell as funky, and basically I have gone back to it. The way I make my rosemary and rice water is basically when I am boiling rice for my family, or when rice is being boiled for my family, we wash the rice first, put the rice into a pot with a lot of water. This is going to help with reducing the starch that the rice comes with. This is good for diabetic patients. It was my mom that taught me this. When the rice is ready, you sift out the rice, and whatever water that is left after you have sifted out the rice, you ferment that for 3 days, and you use that as your rice water hair treatment. Now the rosemary comes in once I am done boiling the rice and I sift out the rice water. While it is still hot, I pour the rosemary into the rice water and I allow everything to ferment for 3 days. Once it has fermented, I sift out the dried rosemary leaves, then I add the lemon essential oil. Now the way I use this rice water is the way I used to use it in the past. I would wash my hair thoroughly, go in with the rice water, massage it into my scalp for a few minutes, squeeze it into my hair strands, wait for a while, then go in with my deep conditioner right on top of the rice water. And this is the exact same way I use the black tea rinse as well. Once I'm done doing this, I'll put on a shower cap, let everything sit for about 30 minutes, then rinse it out, go in, moisturize, and put in my protective style. With regards to my fermented black tea rinse, what is its fate? And I am still going to continue using it because the thickness, the results I saw when using it is undeniable. It definitely makes your hair thicker at the roots, and I also said I was not going to leave it for nothing until I see something that is better than it at improving hair growth. And what I plan on doing is using them interchangeably. I am excited to see what the results will look like when this hair growth challenge is finally over. I also want to give an update on the frozen collagen that I have been taking, and I have good news and somewhat meh news. Good news is it actually works, because after taking it for about a month, I started growing this one chin hair under my jaw, under my chin. This has never happened to me before. I've never had chin hair. I plucked it out once I saw it. After a few weeks, it came back, and my cousin had to help me pluck it out again. Definitely the supplement is making dormant follicles to be active, and that is good. But I was also monitoring the hair growth with my hair. I didn't notice any change in my hair growth rate. Everything is still the same. So I feel like I personally do not need to be taking these supplements for hair growth. I have done the test several times. I have done the test in the past 8 months, 8 to 9 months using biotin, and now I'm doing this. No changes at all. I feel like the current routine that I have is perfect for my hair and its growth rate. My diet, my wash routine, hair care routine, moisturizing routine, treatment, strengthening, protective, everything is perfect for now. So if I see anything else in the future, because for me and my natural hair journey, I just like trying stuff. I want to have fun with the thing. I don't want to feel like it's a pain. So I'm happy I did this. Will I buy it again? No, because I have no reason to be spending money buying it. Do I advise you get it? If you are willing to try it out, it might work for you. For me, I'm not doing this again, at least with frozen collagen, and not for my hair. I might need it for something else in the future, but for now, no. That's it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoy. If you're interested in seeing more content from me, consider subscribing. If you like this video, like. If you care, share. Or if you share, care. And I'll see you in my next one. Love you. Choose.